Hi, my name is James O'Sullivan. Welcome back to my educational videos on traditional Chinese medicine. And today, this is an introductory video as we will briefly discuss one of the 4 diagnostic methods, namely tongue diagnosis, which, along with the pulse diagnosis, is one of the 2 pillars of Chinese diagnosis. Tongue diagnosis helps to reveal the state of health, especially the internal health condition of our patient. When observing the tongue, we need to use suitable lighting. Ask the patient to stand next to the window and, if possible, observe the tongue in natural daylight. Do not ask the patient to extend the tongue for more than 15 seconds at a time, as the tongue will start to appear dry. There are 4 aspects to tongue diagnosis in order to help us to observe the tongue to best reveal any disharmony, namely colour, shape of the tongue, coating or fur, and moisture. For example, when the tongue colour is pale, it reveals a pattern of disharmony. When the tongue colour is red, this reveals or it indicates pathogenic heat in the interior, for example, inflammation. Heat can also go on to develop blood stasis. When the tongue colour is blue, this indicates pathogenic cold is present in the body, with symptoms such as pain that is improved by heat, for example a hot water bottle. Although moxibustion is a far better treatment, and I have another video on moxibustion therapy. Like heat, cold can also impede the flow of blood, resulting in blood stasis too. This leads us on to a purple colour on the tongue, and this indicates a blood stasis or a stagnation, where our patient may experience pain that's made worse with pressure. If the blood stasis develops from heat, this purple will be a reddish purple, and if it develops from cold, this could be a bluish purple. Now let's take a look at the shapes that we see on the tongue. We'll start with teeth marks. We can see that the tongue is slightly swollen too. This leads to Qi deficiency. Leads us on to our third aspect of tongue diagnosis, moisture. A deficiency of moisture may lead to cracks on the tongue. They can be deep or superficial cracks. This would be a yin deficiency. If we see an excess of moisture on the tongue, in other words a wet tongue, this may also be swollen. It indicates a yang deficiency. And if the tongue is thin and dry, this indicates a blood deficiency. Next, we look at the coatings or the fur of the tongue. When we see a fairly thick white coating, as in this particular tongue, this indicates a potential invasion of pathogenic cold, such as a bacterial infection. On the other hand, we may see a yellow coating on the tongue, which indicates pathogenic heat. The absence of coating on a red tongue may indicate a yin deficiency. And finally, we can divide the tongue's geography into each Zhangfu organ, which allows the practitioner to further differentiate the diagnosis. I have a comprehensive chapter on tongue diagnosis, as well as an easy to understand theory of traditional Chinese medicine. This can be found in my book at the link below. Sale of the book, as well as my posters, go towards developing these educational videos. Have a look, and perhaps you might consider buying some of these. Until the next time, I'll wish you sláinte, which means wishing you good health in Gaelic. Sláinte.